February 2026. Okay, this is going to be for Capricorn placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's get one card, one Capricorn placements for the month of February 2026. What's going on with Cappies for this month? What's the theme for Cappies? Oh, so we got Two-Face. I don't like how that came out. Number 32. Somebody could be the age 32 or 33. But Two-Face doesn't have to mean like somebody being two-faced. This could simply mean like you could be hey, I'm just a messenger. Something of your mind could be in a split for the month of February for whatever reason, Cappy. Okay, so let's see. Overall for Cappy, Cap placements for February. So we got Autopilot and Solitude. Yeah, some of you guys could want to, this could be a very incubating month for you guys. You could be wanting to spend time alone. What we got here? We got Out of Sight, number 5. And number 33, With Condition. So this is like love with conditions here, with this, with condition. It's like you receive something, you receive some type of abundance, attention, love, support, but it comes with restrictions. And that could be how you feel about a relationship or friendship, family support, a job, whatever this is. Something that you want to do, something that may seem or feel fulfilling, something that may seem fruitful, it comes with conditions. But we got Out of Sight. Yeah, and she's holding what, like a mango? Somebody's favorite fruit can be mango. Somebody also can have pink hair. But you see how there's the fire burning in the background? And she's like, I don't give a damn. Something about fruits here. We have red apples, and then we have purple grapes, and then the mango. So you guys could be eating a lot of fruit for February. Some of you guys could be trying to like curb like a sweet tooth that you have. You may want to eat more fruits. Okay, that could be something that you guys are guided to have more fruits for the month of February. But Out of sight, I feel like I said, out of sight, out of mind. I feel like a lot of you guys are turning your back to things that have nothing to do with you. Not your problem, not your circus. Let people fend for themselves. It's not your fire to put out. People are not your responsibility. Somebody could be born January 10th or 11th. So you have to, you know, is oh well. What's Out of Sight for Cappy placements for February? Yeah. Yeah, look at that, the tower. There could be a fire. Be mindful of house fires. Okay, be mindful of that. Things catching fire or things blowing out of proportion. Things escalating. What's Out of Sight? Yeah, 5 of Cups here. There could be some. Yeah, you see how in this card, this person is drowning in the background. A lot of you guys are learning to let people drown. Let people fend for themselves. Yeah, your back is turned. You're focusing on yourself. And this is what you're being called to do. You're being called to leave people behind. Or you're going to end up, you're going to have to walk away from somebody. It could be a family dynamic. It could be a friend, a lover, a grown child. And when I say grown child, I mean a child who's in their 20s or 30s, 40s, who just can't get their shit together. They know better. They're not a minor or anything like that. They know better. Their brain is fully developed, and the brain develops fully at the age of 25. So this could be somebody that's 25 and up. They're a grown person, fully developed brain, and they're not getting their shit together. A lot of you guys are being called to relocate, to leave a person, place, or people behind. Okay, or 6 of Wands. This is like crabs in the barrel. Trying to stick around with this person or people is going to bring you down. It's going to lower your rank. It's going to mess up your reputation. Yeah, you guys could be, yeah, 8 of Cups. You could be turning your back to something or someone, or you're being called to. And you may feel, and again, here's the thing. With the 5 of Cups here, it's not that you don't feel sad, because you see in this card, he feels sad. But you're allowing somebody back here to drown. You see how he's like, oh my God, help me, with his arms up, and the person's like, nah, I gotta take care of myself. As disappointing, as much of an emotional loss as this may feel or be, as depressing as this may feel or be, it's like, nah, I gotta focus on myself. I gotta focus on the connections that do matter, the ones that are healthy, the ones that are reciprocal, the ones that meet me where I am. It's like you guys are in the space where you're burning bridges, regardless of who it is. You're burning bridges. Hey, Sam. What's out of sight? Yeah, the devil. Something is over, baby. And with the Ten of Wands here in reverse, you're dropping a burden. You're no longer carrying burdens that belong to other people, whether emotionally, psychologically, financially, whatever it is. You're no longer carrying other people's burdens or another person's burden. Death card, Scorpio. You or somebody can have Scorpio in their chart. And this ending, this change, this permanence is bringing you a new beginning with the sun rising in the background. As scary and as sad and stressful as this may be, you can't, hell no. Yeah, these could be friends, lovers, people, you know, family members, people, spouses, partners, whatever it is. You're going to have to leave people where they're at. Motherfuckers don't want to get it together. Oh, well. Oh, well. What else? So I feel like there's things, yeah, Page of Wands here. Something is disappointing. You could be worried about how something is going to affect the child. Hey, Alex, you could be worried how something is going to affect the child here. There could be distance between you and the child. If you can have a son here, and maybe there's like some type of emotional distance. Something is like making something could be getting in the way of a relationship between a parent and child, a mother and son, to be exact. Could be daughter, but I'm getting mother and son, but we'll see. What's out of sight? Yeah, Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is something that, for those of you that are avoiding whatever's going on in the background, you can't avoid this much longer. You're going to have to face something head on. And although this could be a really delicate situation, you're going to have, this is not something that you can avoid or ignore much longer. Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, March Aries, March Pisces. Something could be depleting your energy. It could be fatiguing you. You could be feeling tired, drained. Yeah, it's because it's because you're avoiding something. I'm getting something about Friday the 13th. Because I 2/13, so something about this Friday, or maybe the 15th, which is on a Sunday. Moon in Aquarius here. Somebody also could be trying to escape somebody who's very combative, very dramatic. They like to argue or fight, man or woman. Some of you guys have gone through a lot with this person. You're over it. You're over it. What's out of sight? But this could be somebody else that's going through this. Out of sight. Somebody feels like if they ignore something being there, then it won't be there. And that's not the case. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Venus and Scorpio. Illusions, deception, confusion, fantasy, daydreaming. Somebody could also be trying to offload onto you emotionally, psychologically, financially, energetically. Somebody could be trying to put some burden and responsibility that's theirs onto another person to make themselves feel better because they want to avoid what's really going on at hand. Somebody could be trying to blame another person for something. Out of sight. Somebody could be doing this to a child, or somebody's behavior is just childish. What's out of sight? Yeah, justice here. Accountability. Libra energy. Fairness. Justice. Somebody's disappointed because something is going to be made fair. They don't want something to be made fair. They don't want something to be balanced. Some of y'all need to get honest with yourselves. Honestly. There could be a child giving you their side of or their version of something that happened. Or this could be somebody that's coming to you. You guys need to get both facts. You guys need to get all facts and get both sides to a situation. So if somebody's coming to you saying, yeah, this person did this and that to me, or they said this and that about you, you need to go talk to the other person too. Don't just take one person's word for something. 5 of Cups. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse. Somebody could be feeling sad, disappointed because they're no longer getting your attention. Their antics aren't working. Them acting out, them misbehaving, them being dramatic is not working. Somebody's doing something for external validation, for attention, and they could be using a child to do so at that. Yeah, y'all can have somebody here could be pregnant. Somebody here could be pregnant with a boy, or you can have a son with somebody. Or this could be a grown man or a woman acting like a little kid. Somebody could be trying to punish a parent by abandoning a child, or punish a child through a parent or something like that. Or use a child or kids. Or if this person knows that you have an inner child wound, they're trying to target that. Like 6 of Wands in reverse. Somebody, yeah, Knight of Cups. There's a group of people that don't have good intentions. And this is who's influencing a person's behavior. Somebody's either around someone who's an enabler, or they're around multiple people. Somebody's like a little boy, a little girl still. The way they're like a damn teenager. Still. They still care about external validation. They still care about fitting in. They still care about being fake just to, you know what I'm saying? Like they're still being a bully. They're doing shit that people do in high school, middle school. A grown adult, man or woman. Knight of Cups here, Pisces, Aquarius. Something about February, or somebody could be born in February. What's Knight of Cups? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who's unstable, they're insecure, they're ungrounded. Somebody also could be trying to ruin your reputation and say that you're a bad mother or a bad parent. Somebody also could be like talking about, somebody here also could be very materialistic, very self-absorbed. Somebody could be born March 21st. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag as well. December Capricorn, December Sag. Somebody could be going through something financially or health-wise. What's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? I feel like somebody's a troublemaker. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is selfish and they're insecure. And they're controlling. Somebody here is losing their grip. They're losing their control. Or that's what they're afraid of. Somebody here likes to avoid things or act like things aren't there. Somebody here is an escapist. The 7 of Cups could be an escapist. This could be somebody under the influence. Somebody here can have bad habits. That's coming to an end too. Yeah, heavy Capricorn with the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy, Cappy. And the King of Swords. Somebody also could have committed a crime and they're trying to get away with something, or they're trying to move away, or they're trying to avoid responsibility and accountability behind their actions. Somebody here could also be avoiding going to court, avoiding going to an institution. They're avoiding accountability, but also trying to maintain control. They still want to be seen. Somebody still wants to be relevant. They want to be relevant in your life, a child's life, or somebody's life without really without having any real responsibility. And this could affect the child or children. And somebody here doesn't care about that. And if there's no kids involved, somebody just wants your attention. They just want to be validated by you. This person is so insecure. Somebody could be a January Capricorn, January Aquarius with the King of Swords in reverse. Could be Gemini, Libra. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Swords upright? I feel like somebody is very insecure. They're insecure about their body. They're insecure about finances. They're very competitive. They talking shit about somebody else, but they don't even feel confident about themselves. How does that work? Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Swords upright. That don't make no sense. Yeah, Page of Cups. Somebody's very childish, very immature. Somebody's obsessed with their image. Page of Cups. They're obsessed with how they look. Somebody could be trying to come in and be all diplomatic. They're disloyal. They're unfaithful. All they care about is money. All they care about is how they look and how they're perceived. Man or woman. Page of Cups. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody could be trying to use children, or you can have a daughter and son with this person, or they can have a son and daughter with somebody else. I don't know, but Eight of Pentacles, Virgo. Somebody here could be using a child to fix something or mend something. I feel like somebody here is selfish though. Yeah, somebody here could be using kids. I'm really getting that heavy. Not even caring about how their actions are going to impact children. Somebody also could be having nightmares. Somebody here could be having dreams of dying or dreams of something happening to their child or of happening to a person. Very selfish and greedy. Four of Pentacles and this Nine of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. And if it's not about somebody using a child to apologize or get back in your good graces, somebody is just they're trying to hoover a person back in by playing on your soft spot, playing on your innocence, playing on your vulnerability, your naivety that they think that you have. They could even be trying to apologize. Somebody is trying to get attention. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Pentacles here. A lot of inconsistency. Somebody's very inconsistent when it comes to their commitments. Jupiter and Capricorn. Somebody's you could be the mother of this person's child, or they can have a child's mother. You could be this person's spouse, or you could be somebody's mother, or this could be somebody's mom here, I guess. But the Empress here, Ace of Wands. A lot of back and forth. This could be with time, scheduling. Something is always fluctuating. It could be money. It could be energy. It's like a person has one foot in, one foot out. Somebody's too immature. They're too childish. Two of Pentacles. Somebody could be into same sex. Yeah, King of Cups here in reverse. If this is a grown man or a grown woman, they are so emotionally stunted. Like it's giving arrested development. And this person puts their burdens and responsibilities and problems onto other people and then play victim. Everything about this person comes with conditions. Them taking care of their children comes with conditions. Them being a spouse or a partner comes with conditions. Them being a friend comes with conditions. Them helping you with something comes with conditions. Everything that somebody does comes with conditions. This person is even a bit like predatory, like with the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's also emotionally, financially, physically exploitative, mentally with that King of Swords in reverse. Something could have happened to this person in childhood and they have a complete distorted view of themselves, of people, of how things work, how relationships work, how dynamics work. Very distorted. King of Cups here in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, heavy Libra, October, Scorpio. Somebody drinks a lot. They're emotionally manipulative. They're emotionally, psychologically abusive, man or woman. They're emotionally unavailable, repressed. King of Cups in reverse. They're emotionally dysregulated. They don't know how to regulate their emotions. Man or woman. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Strength in reverse. Somebody has no self-control. Leo here. You or this person can have Leo in their chart. What's the Four of Pentacles real quick? Somebody's very disloyal too. They're only loyal to whoever's going to get them what they want. They don't really know who they are. They don't. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Wands and a Four of Wands. Somebody here could be saving up to move, or they're withholding something or keeping something close to their chest with that Four of Pentacles. Three of Wands here, Aries, Sun. The Four of Wands, Venus and Aries. There's fighting going on in the home, instability. Somebody could be trying to, let's just cover something up and act like it's not happening, act like it didn't exist, and it does exist, it did exist, it did fucking happen. Like, what do you mean? Somebody's very, they're very charming when it comes to their words. They're fake with the Six of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups. Their warmth is very performative. Their charm is performative. They're very exploitative. And they're very destabilizing to the people around them. Kids, co-workers, neighbors, family, friends. This is a very destabilizing person to be around. This person will dysregulate you emotionally and your nervous system. They'll have you all anxious. They'll have you all discombobulated, man or woman. Somebody could be born April 20th, April 2nd, or the 22nd. When a person is dysregulated within themselves, they bring chaos and drama and conflict to every environment they touch, every environment they step in, every relationship they go into. It doesn't matter who they're with or where they're at. The Death card, somebody needs to go get help. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Somebody, look at somebody playing victim. Woe is me again. It's always some woe is me bullshit. Oh my God. It's always some woe is me bullshit with somebody or with these people. Somebody's always playing victim. Oh, you're going to leave me like they did? Somebody could be born May 20th. You're going to leave me. You're going to abandon me. You're not gonna, somebody's very, and this person, they also distort reality. For somebody, out of sight is out of mind. If they're not around, somebody here can have like a, what is that? Because that's some type of disability. There's a term for that in psychology. Hold on. Eight of Swords here, Jupiter and Gemini. And the Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Yeah, somebody here is playing victim because somebody does this thing where a person wants to leave, move out, or they talk about that somebody here tries to get themselves together. Somebody here does something to dysregulate somebody, to cause a distraction. Make somebody feel bad, make somebody feel guilty. Y'all could be seeing 888. Something is karmic as fuck. Very karmic. Somebody plays on a person's emotions. Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's always acting out. There's a pattern to somebody's behavior at this point. Sagittarius here with the Wheel of Fortune. I also feel like somebody's very delusional. They rely on fate. They rely on the universe. They don't, oh, it'll work itself out. I'm just going to wait around and see. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm just going to wait. That's just, somebody is not really grounded in reality. High Priestess in reverse. And somebody here could be trying to fuck with somebody's destiny. Somebody here could be under some type of illusion, under some type of damn spell. They act like it. Somebody here could be acting out with the High Priestess in reverse. It's like, it seems like things cool down, and then somebody here, they come with their shit again. Story of my life, always using my kids. It's fucking pathetic. Resonated. Hey, Stephanie. There could be a big secret coming out. What's the High Priestess in reverse? Yeah, Temperance. Somebody keeps reconciling with somebody, or somebody keeps doing something. Somebody's like ignoring they're ignoring their inner signals to keep the peace. Somebody's like, if I pretend it doesn't exist, if I forget it happened, or if I'm not around, then again, out of sight, out of mind. Literally. Sagittarius here with the Temperance. Something is always changing. Something's always fluctuating. And this could be something that's going on with a person's psyche, too. Somebody may not really be in the right state of mind. Seven of Cups. You can't really trust what this person says or what they do. They're very inconsistent. Their intuition is blocked. They're not grounded. Three of Swords here. This person could be acting from a place of bitterness. Here. They can have a hard time regulating their emotions. This person is basic. It's like this person is like has been sent in your path to like get in the way. Like that's why you got to be careful who you deal with. Because some people, honestly, that's why when you see a red flag and you see something off about somebody, it's not your job to try to love it out of them, change it out of them, nurture it out of them. Some people will disturb you. They will destabilize the hell out of you. And it'll take you forever to regain your footing again. You got to be really careful who you tie yourself to, who you get attached to. Somebody could be born July 25th. I feel like somebody's mental, the way they communicate, the way they behave, the way they think is very distorted. This person's a very hurt person. They got problems. And this person can overindulge in stuff. They got bad habits too. Three of Swords. Somebody could also be trying to create some type of illusion that they're going to heal or things are going to get better. And it's not. Somebody's not doing the shadow work. This person is inconsistent. They're going to be a better parent. Somebody could be born August 25th. They're going to be a better partner, a better boyfriend, a better girlfriend, a better mom, a better friend, a better coworker, a better manager. And it's not going to get better. And that's what keeps you in a cycle. Somebody needs help. Four Swords here. Somebody here could have developed really bad anxiety. Somebody's always thinking. Some of you guys, your nervous system is so dysregulated that you're constantly scanning for the worst case scenarios. Even if you're not in communication with this person, even if you're not talking to this person, you're constantly scanning for conflict. You're constantly scanning for chaos or trauma, or you're constantly scanning for something bad to happen. That's what happens when you're around people like this, whether it's family, a lover, a friend, co-workers. It's like somebody's anxiety has gotten so bad. Some of you guys have a hard time sleeping. You don't get deep sleep. Even if you do sleep, when you wake up, you don't feel rested. You still feel tired. You could be having brain and mental fog. Your mind can't really focus. You could be mentally looping conversations and having inner dialogues with yourself constantly about this person or about what happened. Which is your nervous system's way and your brain's way of trying to make peace with something and trying to help regulate yourself. That's why sometimes the only solution is to get away from these people. There's no people like this. There's no collaborating. There's no working together. There's no meeting in the middle. You can't moderate this. You can't moderate or regulate people like this. They have to moderate and regulate themselves. And I feel like they're not capable of doing this because they're living in some fucking la-la land or delusion. And they can be really superficial too, so that doesn't help. And they're obsessed with their image while trying to tarnish yours. That doesn't help. Yeah, smear campaigns. Yeah, trying to make you look bad, trying to fuck up your reputation. Yeah. This is my complete story. Wholeheartedly obsessed with his image, betrayed me a million times, never repaired a thing, deflects all the truths and gaslights, and he's a Sagittarius. Yeah, and that's how mental loops happen. When a person is constantly traumatized and there's no repair, what happens is it mentally consumes you. You could be having dreams about this person. You guys could be having a hard time sleeping. Narcissist, definitely, I found that out. My nervous system is like that. You're correct. That's why when that's early on, when a person shows you who they are, do not try to rewrite the story because, oh my God, they're so cute. They're so handsome. They dress so nice. The sex is so good. Oh my God, I just have to have them. Then you end up like this. It takes years, decades, even some people don't even recover from certain things. I know I've known people that develop health issues from the stress that they've gone through with these people. They lost hair, they've gained and lost weight, they have heart issues, they have to take medication forever due to stress. Something that was anxiety at first has become something chronic. No. Four Swords, as safe or comfortable or familiar as this may feel to somebody, this is not good. Y'all could be seeing 444. Hair could be thinning, like all types of things. Issues, health issues, money issues. You're having you're having a hard time regulating your emotions. You're always on edge. You're anxious. Again, having a hard time sleeping, having a hard time staying asleep. A whole bunch of chest pains, anxiety. That's not healthy. Constantly replaying events or constantly replaying conversations that either have not happened or have already happened. That's no way to live. Yep, now I have heart failure. See, Sam, no. It's so hard to see it when you're being gaslit until you really start to see it. I have heart issues and chronic illness now to which needs surgery to recover from. You're right. Oh my God, Sam and Pamela, you guys are going through the same thing. Sam has, Pamela, if you read Sam's comment, she says she now has heart failure due to the stress. And that's sad. And let me tell you something. People may not know that they're causing you heart issues or heart failure or chronic illnesses, but everybody universally knows stress kills. People know stress is constant, and chronic stress is very destabilizing and it's very debilitating. You don't have to be a therapist. You don't have had to go to med school to know that. Somebody could be born September 27th. Everybody knows stress harms the body. It harms the mind and it harms the body. You cannot function with stress. You can't think. Your brain can only function a portion of it. You can't even use your brain's full bandwidth when you're constantly under stress or anxiety. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. I'm sorry to hear, Sam. Is so sad. He actually does know, and you got people like this who know, and they're so demonic that they do this to purposely hurt you and cause you illness or stress. They're like an enemy. Somebody here also, they like to gaslight. They like to distort reality. They like to have you in your head. People like this, it makes no sense. You cannot communicate with people like this. You can't charm your way. You can't be nice. You can't be gentle. Nothing with a person like this, with people or whatever this is. That's me. Dealt with an evil Taurus. Got a list of health issues, including a stroke and heart attack. Hi. Oh my God. He wanted me dead to take my house. I'm telling you. Some of y'all have developed paranoia. You have a hard time starting. You have a hard time finishing things you start because your system is already overloaded. It's hard to be emotionally available to things you want to be available to because your system is under so much stress. Some of you guys could be sleeping a lot or not sleeping enough. It's no good. I'm telling y'all. Try not to beat yourself up about, because because it's very easy to get hard on yourself, like, oh, I'm supposed to be further, I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to have that now. When you're dealing with complex PTSD ongoing at that, it's really hard. It mimics like war veterans who have PTSD. It's even worse, they say. It's worse. Four Swords. Some of you guys have gone to you're in therapy now. Like how do you meet people and after they meet you, they gotta go to fucking therapy because of you? That's disgusting. They have to go get heart surgery because you stressed them out that bad. Their hair has fallen out. They've gained or lost weight. They've now developed a smoking or alcohol or weed addiction because of you, to help them cope with life because you dysregulated them so bad. How do you feel good about, how are you okay with that? Walking through life damaging people, that's disgusting. People like this need to be institutionalized forever. Some people can't be rehabilitated. They can't be healed. They can't be fixed. Four Swords. They need to be away from society. Yeah, the Star here. Some of you guys could be healing. You're trying your best way to cope. Some of you guys need to be careful about your coping strategies, because the Seven of Cups, that could be a habit that's forming. It could be going to bed late. It could be it could be developing a sweet tooth. It could be overeating, undereating. There could have even been body dysmorphia issues that you guys developed dealing with this person. Eating disorders. You got to be careful. The Star card, Aquarius energy, something about Aquarius energy or Aquarius season, which we're in until what, the 19th, I believe, of this month. So 9 more days. Yeah, Sam, after damaging me, he would tell everyone things about me, making me look like I'm crazy. They do shit like that. They fuck you up, and then, oh my God, they're crazy. They're hard to deal with. I can't take it. They paint you to be the bad person, the villain, and they're the victim. He ain't even cute. I told him he caused this, and he said it's my fault. I shouldn't blame him for my issues. Yes, by the way, thank you for this reading. This is probably the most accurate in tune reading I've had in this general. Worst thing about it, he ain't cute. It's always the insecure one. Child, you're welcome. He wanted, the embassy extends greetings to all. I'm telling you, people like this are demonic. It's like they got a spirit that consumes them. Some of you guys could need to get a lot of rest. You guys are, if you have surgery for something, you guys are going to heal. You guys are going to heal. You could be in your head. You could be worried. If you have some type of procedure that you're getting done to help correct something due to this, you're going to be fine. And others of you, if it's not about a surgery, you are going to repair. You are going to get better. You could need it. Like when you're recovering from things like this, sleep is important. Regulating your nervous system, which comes with good sleep, good nutrition. If you have to kind of isolate for a bit, I don't want to say isolate, but you have to, you can't heal in the same environment that's making you sick. So if you're around people, whether it's a job, a family, a neighborhood, whatever it is, a gym that you like to work out at, and it's triggering and it's destabilizing you and it's making you feel anxious or it's not helping, there could be a need to change your environment of some kind. You may have to get into a new environment or more, whatever that, and it doesn't have to look conventional to other people. It just has to work for you. Whatever that is, whatever that may be. Don't care too much about how people are going to view you, how people are going to perceive you. You need to do what's going to help stabilize you. All right. What's the Page of Wands? This person can have a mommy issue. Yeah, the Hierophant. Some of you guys may have to go to court regarding a child here. Or this could be something like if you have a child and they're in school, their principal could be noting changes in their behavior or their teachers or something like that. Hierophant, Taurus. Somebody also could be lying to the courts. And whatever this person is doing, it's a crime, whether it's spiritual or it's legally a crime. Heavy with the Taurus energy. You or somebody can have Taurus in their chart. Taurus is here heavy. Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, and Scorpio and Leo. And I saw Virgo with the Hermit. Some of you guys will also, you will do good journaling. Some of y'all could also be, you'll do good getting into the gym, doing something physical for your body, because trauma like this is not just emotional and mental, it's somatic. And if you guys don't know what somatic means, it means it affects the body. So moving your body, whether that's yoga, walking, learning how to do karate, martial arts, boxing, anything to kind of get the energy moving from you. Oh my God, you're right. The school called me today about my son. They have noticed changes with him, anger. Yeah, I'm telling you, these things affect kids. They affect kids. They affect children. And these motherfuckers don't care. They don't care how things affect children. And for those of you, because I know all of you don't have kids, and even if you guys do have kids, a lot of you guys are not all going through this. So if it's not about children, this could be someone who has a position of power that they don't need to have. They're like a little boy or a little girl with a title that they should not have. Whether they work for the courts, whether they work for a government job, or they have ties to the legal system, they abuse this authority and power here. I also feel like somebody was raised to have certain beliefs, and they feel like their way is the right way. And if you go against their way, you're an op, you're an enemy, and it's toxic. The Hierophant, yeah, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. Some of y'all could be married to this person, or you're in a commitment with them, or you were. If it's a friend, you guys could have gone through similar things, but you guys didn't really turn out the same. Ace of Swords here. Somebody has really distorted beliefs about connections, about relationships, and how they function and how they should function. Whether it's romantic, platonic, business, familial, whatever this is. Somebody has distorted beliefs. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sam. Oh, thank you, Sam. Control issues big time. I hope that comes back to you 10,000 fold. On point yet again. Yes, little boy, exactly. Thank you for the help. Such a sweet soul. You're welcome, Pamela. I'm in the gym, but I just started back writing. I wrote some evil shit, though. I'm scorned. That's okay, Alex. Get it on paper. It's better to write it than to act it out. You can write it and burn it. Some of you guys will benefit from taking up some type of boxing class or working out, sweating. Sweating is really, really good for the nervous system. And if you want to, if we want to make it like spiritual for the, it's really good at purging all that stagnant energy. Some of you guys, is not really enough to just go to therapy. It's not enough to just get away from certain people and break up and things, divorce or whatever. You got to move your body, and keep in mind the body also stores trauma. The cells store it. There's a book, The Body Keeps the Score. You guys, some people have mixed views on it. I don't. I like it. I forgot who it's by. Hold on, let me see. I didn't finish the book, but the I have to actually get it again. I don't know if it's in storage because I had, y'all, for those of you that don't know, I had to move unexpectedly. But, it's by The Body Keeps the Score by Bezel Van. Oh, I gotta copy and paste this. It's a groundbreaking book that explains how trauma physically reshapes the brain and body, leading to lasting effects like PTSD, and explores innovative treatments for healing. Yeah. You guys may definitely want to go get that book. I'm about to order it on Amazon again. So I think the one that I have, I think it's like, I messed it up, or I think it got like damaged. So, and I don't like reading damaged books. I'm very old school. I still like to journal. I still like to have books like in planners. I don't like to do things on my phone too much. I really feel like I'm super addicted to my phone as it is. So books and journaling and planners help me get away from that. And I still, even when I'm doing readings, I use a notepad. I use a book and paper. Also, writing is really good for the nervous system too. She false charged me of harassment and lied on record about me being with her uncle who has died during the pandemic. What the hell? I'm considering Pilates. Pilates is good for your solar plexus, Alex. It'll help strengthen your core. What's the Two of Cups and Ace of Swords? Somebody here could also have really strong beliefs like, oh, once you're married, you stay married, or once you have kids, you deal with it, even if it's toxic and abusive and harmful. They could believe that this could even be like a cultural belief, some type of cultural or societal conditioning that somebody has. Somebody could be born October 29th. Somebody also could have been adopted, or they could have been in foster care, or somebody here could adopt and foster children. Somebody also could be a social worker, or they had to go into the system because of their upbringing. And somebody's like power hungry. Somebody feels like they have this belief that no matter what, you gotta be loyal to a fault. Real men do this, or real women do that type shit. Ace of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in a challenging position. Why is the Ace of Pentacles? Why is the Page of Pentacles here? All these pages. This immature ass behavior. Page of Pentacles in a challenging position. Yeah, all this trauma. All this trauma. Somebody's a headache. That's how his parents live. They hate each other. And that's what he thinks is normal, because he was around that growing up. And people don't realize you're shaping your children. The first 7 years of a child's life is so critical. It makes or breaks a person's decisions in life. That's why I have no respect and no regard or empathy for parents who purposely come in and out of their children's lives, are inconsistent, because that destabilizes that child. And people love to say, oh, they're too young to remember. They may not be able to articulate it in words, but it's going to affect their nervous system. Somebody could be born November 27th. That's what's important. The body remembers it. And people who use a child's innocence to bypass and avoid accountability and shit like that, they disgust me. You're basically a damn predator. It's no different than being a pervert. One is just sexually, the other is emotionally. You just as bad. Oh, they're too young to remember, but their bodies remember it. How about that? And if you don't, for those of you that don't have kids, I'm sure you were a kid. This could be your parents who done said some shit like that to you. Oh, you were too young to remember. Da 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 da. Meanwhile, your body is storing all this fucking trauma, and you have no idea why you got anxiety for this, that, and the third. Why you have fears around this. Why this small thing triggers you. While this, that, and the third. You have no idea where it's coming from. Lord behold, is their ass. So whether you have kids or not, you were a kid. Everybody was a child at some point in their lives. Everybody was a child. You don't have to have kids to resonate with that. Justice. This person can even feel like, well, I had to go through it as a child. So, you know, well, this happened to me. So, head ass. I'm going to project, well, why I got to shield anybody from what I had to go through. Justice. Yeah, somebody can have an antisocial personality disorder. They don't care about the feelings or emotions of other people. They don't. They don't care how their behavior affects people socially. They don't give a damn. They're awkward as fuck. They could be socially awkward. And for some of you guys, you could have became antisocial or socially awkward, dealing with all this trauma. You don't trust people. You could have been betrayed by friends, lovers, family, whoever. Justice. Yeah, the child. There's going to be a tower in court, or there's going to be some type of divine intervention. Somebody may end up passing away. I hate to say it. Something bad may happen with that death card. Somebody may end up hospital. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Somebody could be born December 29th, the 30th, or 31st. I hate to say it. Somebody may get into a bad injury. There could be a fire. I hate to say it. Aries, Scorpio. Just make sure it's not y'all. Get away from these people or this person. What's the tower? Yeah, Two of Wands. Y'all could be seeing 222. Somebody wants you to go down with them. You see how these two people have fallen to their death? It's like, if I gotta go down, we gotta go down together. Type of motherfucker that will burn you and burn the house down, and while you and the kids and everybody else is in it. They'll homicide, what they call it? When a person kills someone and then kills themselves type shit. I'm telling you. Two of Wands. You hear about that shit all the time. Mars and Aries. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Somebody here may even try to off somebody or make something look like it's an accident because they don't want to have to pay for something. They don't want to have to give alimony, child support. They don't want to have to pay something back. Somebody could be trying to scam the system, somebody here could be unemployed. Moon and Taurus here with the Six of Pentacles. What's that? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody also could be really codependent. Yeah, Five of Wands in reverse. There's gonna be something that escalates, because there's somebody that doesn't want to pay for something. They don't want to do something. Yeah, something's gonna happen. Just make sure it's not you, your kids, and shit like that, please. That's why you gotta, when people get in their karma, you don't want to be around for this. Let's get y'all some self-care. Saturn and Saturn and Leo with the Five of Wands in reverse, by the way. That's how his parents live. They hate each other. My Cappy ex is adopted. His parents hate each other too, and his daddy's an alcoholic. Absolutely rubbish. There's no excuses for being a horrible person. We all have trauma. Yeah, exactly. Everybody got some type of trauma or triggers or pain. Everybody's not going around hurting people. Fucking losers. They need to be institutionalized. Somebody here could have even gone through somebody's child may end up in juvenile detention centers and shit like that because of whatever's going on at home. Like, protect your kids, and protecting your kids sometimes looks like protecting them from the other parent. It is what it is, whether they're the biological parent or not. What I said, damn, what I wrote though, when I said evil, I meant that. Oh, good for you. Oh, well, Alex, shit. You gotta get that out. I mean, I'm not condoning it, but I'm just saying, you know. Let's get y'all some oracle messages. Self-care. What self-care messages does Cappy need right now? Yeah, same. Some of you guys can have a nice voice. Something about your throat chakra could be out of balance. Some of you guys could have felt oppressed. It's been hard for you to express yourself. You've been silenced. Your intuition has been blocked. Your voice has been blocked. Some of y'all could have been dealing with issues with your throat, your thyroid, like a whole bunch of stuff from stress. What else? Yeah, massage. Some of you guys could have lower back issues, which is symbolically means you're carrying around other people's burdens, responsibilities that don't belong to you. You're not getting the help that you need to delegate tasks. Some of you guys can need to book you a massage. Okay, or massage your own feet or neck. Or, you know, if it's within your means, book a massage. If not, you can massage your own feet and stuff. You know, like the pressure points and things. Do what you can. Or get a massage ball if you have one. If not, just, you know, use your thumbs to massage your lower back. You can do that yourself. Or if you have somebody around you that can do it. Check your insurance. For those of you, if you don't have the financial means, you can see if your insurance covers physical therapy. I don't know, maybe y'all can have even sciatic issues in your sciatica, which rules the sacral chakra. And is that the root? Or I think that's the sacral. It could be the root, but yeah. What else for Cappy? And we got burning bowl ritual. So some of you guys can either write things down on paper and burn it. So Alex, whatever you wrote that was evil, you may want to burn that. Write down what you guys are trying to let go of, who, what, where, whatever, and burn it. And we got number 20. Yeah, and we got journal. Flow like water and journal. So a lot of you guys, this situation could have taught you guys how to adapt, be flexible, be open to change, be more gentle with yourself, gentle and patient with others. The King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, these could be people who exploit others. They could be bad parents, or somebody had bad parents. But somebody could be trying to escalate a situation because they don't want to have to pay for something, or they don't want something to be, it's like they don't want some type of, something is like transactional. Or they could be trying to bribe or blackmail a person, or bribe somebody to do something. Somebody could be trying to set a person up, so just be careful. Somebody could be mad because you're not giving into something no more. Like they always are. But this is your reading, Cappy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.